this chapter called A Wrong Man in the Workers' Paradise, which is written by Rabindranath Tagore, a Nobel Prize winner for his collection of poems called Gitanjali. He has also written our national anthem. Now let's get into the lesson. As the title suggests, this lesson is about a man who was wrongly placed in the workers' paradise. Now, why did they give him the title A Wrong Man? And who is this man? Let's find out. He was with the thought that any activity or work done should make you feel happy or please the senses, irrespective of whether it holds a value or usefulness. Having this thought in his mind, he wasted all his time painting different sculptures, which was of no use. Even after persistently being nagged by people for his useless work, he still continued to do the same. Just like students who rarely study but still pass their exam, likewise, this man who did nothing useful on the earth had reached heaven after his death. How was this possible? There is a record of everything you do on the earth as well as on heaven. Now, he didn't do anything useful on the earth. So the God's messenger sent him or landed him on the workers' paradise. What's this workers' paradise all about over the heaven? Let's find out. In this paradise, men, women, and even non-living things did every work without taking rest. And when asked, men said, "Oh God, we don't have a moment to spare." And the woman whispers, "Keep moving, we don't have time." And together with happiness they said, "Time is very precious. We have hands full of work to do and every minute has to be utilized." But this newcomer who had just arrived did nothing as these people did and was not fitted into this paradise. Then what did he do going over there? Let's see. So the man immediately replies, "I have been waiting to take work from your hands." The girl with a shock asks, "What kind of work?" And now he asks, "Can you spare me one of your picture, the one that you can?" So she asks him back, "Is it to take water from the stream?" He says, "No, to draw pictures on it." The girl gets angry and replies, "I have no time to waste on such things as you. I'm going," she says and walks away. Every day they met and every day he asked her, "Girl, can you give me that jar? I need to paint on it." As usual, she ignores. After his continuous efforts, finally the girl gives him the jar. Once the painting is completed, he handovers or gives the jar to the girl. The girl held the jar in her hand and sees the lines and the colors painted on the jar. And she finds there's no meaning and purpose for this. She goes to the man and asks, "What does these lines and colors mean? And what is their purpose?" The man laughs and replies, "There is no meaning and purpose for all the painting." The girl gets confused with the answer and the jar and the painting which is there on that, and she walks away. The entire night she sees the jar again and again and tries to understand what is this painting on the jar all about. The girl is attracted towards the painting that is there on the jar. Next day her hurrying feet were slowed down because something was running in her mind which was thoughtful. She goes straight to the man and asks him, "What do you want from me?" And he replies, "Some more work from your hands?" And the girl says, "What kind of work do you want?" And the man asks, "Let me make some colored ribbons for you. Is it okay?" And she takes the colored ribbons and goes away. From the next day, she spends a lot of time wearing those ribbons and her task gets delayed and unfinished. Work in the paradise had begun to suffer, as many people were influenced by this artist and his sculptures. Such scenario had never happened before. People who were all active now had been wasting their time doing all the useless work. Listening to this, the elders of the paradise were frightened and called everyone for a meeting. And there, Even the God's messenger who had bought this man had arrived, and this person confessed it in front of the elders, stating that it is a wrong man whom he had bought from the earth, because of whom all this is happening. The elders immediately called the artist and said, "This is not the place for you. You must leave." The artist, with a relief, gathers all his brushes and colors and prepares himself to leave. While he is leaving, he hears a voice which said, "Hey, wait a moment, I shall come with you." And this voice was of the same girl whom he had given the ribbon and also painted that jar. All the people, including the elders, were surprised at it, because till then there was no meaning, purpose, and time for feeling. All that was important was their work. So, what is the lesson trying to tell us? If you have a passion or a talent, and if you're committed to it, never let it go, because one day success will be yours. So, here ends our chapter. Hope you all enjoyed. So, I'm going to meet you in the next chapter.